Well, my love of cars and the passion for building cars actually started back when I was about 5 years old, Legos and Hot Wheels. So I had to basically watch other people doing stuff and then figure out how to do it for myself. All of this really came from the passion about cars and the love to be able to build something that didn't exist and see what it would look like when it's done. And something that I was very passionate about was drawing cars. You know, just off the top of my head, we would rent a movie and I would actually sit there and render a car full color, and it'd end up on my office wall during the week. You know, I think my ideas, my color sense and all that stuff is a culmination of all sorts of things, whether it's an art gallery, walking through, looking at paintings, sculptures. I mean, I find a lot of inspiration in color, contrast, texture, from every different direction. I like to play around with things that haven't been done all the time. I don't like to pull things just, you know, from the box and put it on the car. Everything has to be stylized and tuned in to be very unique, because that's why we do this. We do this for, you know, our own personality and uniqueness, and you know, this is kind of an expression of who you are, what you're driving. For me, when I start talking to somebody about building their dream car, very quickly within 5 minutes, I'm going through and I've actually got a visual of that car driving up the street. I know the color, the flop of the color, the interior color contrast, what the chrome looks like, the stance of the car, the wheels, the sound. Within that 5 minutes of being able to talk to somebody and find out what it is that they loved about that particular car, and then being able to putting that rendering together to where I can show them exactly what it's going to look like, well, that's when it all begins. But then, for me, the best part of it, that part where the car starts up and rolls out of the upholstery shop completed, and then I see that realization of what I had on paper, what I imagined for that client, and to be able to see that client's face, to not only is this what it's going to look like on paper, but there it is driving down the road and they get to see it for the first time, gives me chills every time. You can do anything you want if you put your mind to it. You're the only person that can stop you from getting there. Never worked in a body shop, didn't go to school for it, just watched other people, had a passion about it, enough passion to take in everything I was watching and learning. And my advice to anybody, whether you're getting an education, go for it. Don't you know, take the easy road. Learn as much as you can and get as good as you can at it, and always keep practicing. As soon as you think you learned everything, you've stopped learning. So, you know, like I said, keeping it real, and it's cool to find out that people appreciate and admire what you get to do for a living, and I get to go to do this every single day with great people. You know, some of the best times that I can even remember owning this shop and working here and developing not only the cars but the business itself is to be able to walk through by myself, you know, shutting down the lights, nobody else is around, and I can just tell you how proud I am to be able to walk through and see all of this stuff that, you know, we've all done together to get to where we're at right now. The hard work from everybody that's added up to be able to buy the equipment to make it easier and more exciting and give us better opportunities. I walk past stuff and look at cars and go, I can't believe we actually pulled that off, you know?